Welcome, contractors. Take your seats, get your notepad out. My name is Lee Haight, and I'm going to teach you how to tap into those blue-collar millions. This is for contractors looking to go from 6 figures to 7 figures in your pocket. I want to teach you how to become king of your market without depending on unprofitable workers, toxic projects, shady insurance companies. This is for roofers, remodelers, window contractors, public adjusters. I'm going to be teaching you marketing secrets, sales secrets, and we're going to be moving really fast. And if you stay to the end, let me tell you something, guys. This is going to be really, really exciting. I call it the roofing cheat code. Literally, do you want to know how to self-generate without knocking doors 100 leads a month without breaking the bank? Of course you do. It's the roofing cheat code, and it's going to be basically something that you have to stay to the end for. And I'm going to show you exactly what I did to generate 400 roofing leads in 1 month's time. These are qualified leads. These leads literally turned into close to $5 million in business. That's me and my inner circle. So I want you to picture right now, what would it be like if I was a coach who could help you sell more projects for bigger profits and that you could spend more time with a mentor? What would it be like if, really you had a contracting business that was hurting, that needed more sales, needed more profits? You didn't have enough time. Sometimes you were a slave to your business. Look, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to be your guide to blue collar millions. I want to let you know I've been a contractor my entire life. I'm a second generation contractor. I started at the age of 14 years old. I can remember the first sale like it was crystal clear. My dad kicked me out of the truck. It was a large wood shake roof, a $36,000 project. When I knocked on the door, my heart beat. Da-doom, da-doom, da-doom. It was the fear of failure. I wanted to make my dad proud, and I went to this old person and just right inside. Once I realized, that these people needed my help, it was over with. And so that was actually a $36,000 project. But my uncle and my father, they were literally middle-class guys. The roofing business helped them kind of tap into a different stratosphere as earning. And I had this beautiful opportunity of being in this business since the age of 18. So my big passion project is called Sky Diamonds University. And as we get started, I want to tell you a little bit about what you are here for. You are here to get training on demand. I'm going to give you actionable data. I'm going to give it to you fast. I'm going to give it to you in sections about recruiting people, hiring salespeople, closing more deals, scaling your business. But this man was actually use our system, and he was able to go from 6-figure earner to 7-figure earner in roofing. We put millions in his pockets. It gives me goosebumps to think about it. A $2.1 million project, over 400% growth in 1 year, $1.9 million to $10 million. And so, This is the kind of reason that I'm here, and I want to tell you about the beginning of Sky Diamonds University. It's actually roofing and contracting sales training, marketing training, operations training, and I literally can spend a lot of time with you to level up your game so that you can make more profits. I want to introduce you to a friend of mine. His name's Jeremy, and Jeremy Haynes.
What up?
This guy's on Instagram at Jeremy, and he's a major influencer. He's a digital marketer, and we connected through Grant Cardone. It was actually digital marketing Infusionsoft, this email automation that I was trying to apply. That's how we hooked up, right?
Yep, it was pretty cool. He hired me initially. Can't remember what you paid me, but it was for email marketing. We built out a sick marketing automation campaign for roofing professionals at the time.
Yeah, we're gonna actually give him access to that first campaign. It was
it's a monster campaign. He paid a lot of money for it.
hey, but it actually helped me solidify my sales recruits in an automated fashion and saved me time and money. But Jeremy and I were the first employee number 1 of Sky Diamonds University. He actually came in and we created the first online training for contractors. And so
it was a wide open opportunity, and Lee was clearly the guy to come in and actually help people out doing this. There were some random people that were kind of helping out, very small verticals in that same niche, but nobody had the experience that Lee had. He $100 million yearly company with roofing professionals and everything you're doing.
Well, at the time that I started it, we had done that many in total jobs between me and my dad and my uncle, but I was only doing $10 million a year, and Jeremy and I have grown a lot together. We've helped over 2,530 contractors in the university. He has grown his business to work for some of the major personality brands. Who are some of the people you work with?
I've been working with Dan Locke for over a year now. I've worked with guys like Armando Montalongo, the original flipper. He had the A&E show back in the day. Worked with guys like Garrett White, if anybody's familiar with him. The Morrison brothers, Adrian and Anthony Morrison. Onyx and Gall, Fred Lamb. I mean, just a bunch of people.
Grant Cardone, Bradley.
Yeah,
so
Bradley. Yeah.
So what you're going to hear about is kind of a journey that we've took over the last 4 years. We've digitized everything for you. We've came up with a blue collar marketing method, a roofing or contracting cheat code. We've kind of combined his method, the Venus flytrap, with my method, and you can call me the ShamWow of online construction sales.
Nice.
But we are building $1 billion network, and we want you on our team. So thanks, Jeremy. Appreciate you.
You guys are going to love this shit.
All right, this is going to be epic, guys. Stay tuned. This is the beginning of my network and the beginning of this $1 billion network. Let me take you to a time where I was only able to scale to about $2.7 million in business. And that was because I had 2 salespeople. I'm knocking doors. I'm selling roofs. I'm in the hot sun. I'm getting stuck in Atlanta traffic, and I'm working under these people's business name. I'd partnered with them, and this was back in 2008, 2009. And so we sold about $2.7 million the first year, and I was scratching my head because my uncle at the time was doing $40 million in business, and you'll hear more about that story. But the beginnings of this network started basically with me tapping into something bigger. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about the campaign that I used to generate hundreds of leads back in 2009 before Facebook existed. It's called the Public Service Campaign, and it's freaking something that can be applied to how you advertise today. But these are some of the projects back in 2009 that I was out there closing, these wood shake roofs. And I live by a code, a door-to-door code, and a code of ethics of how we stand behind our projects, of our guarantee to our consulting clients. Our biggest thing is we're building $1 billion network. We want you on a team. Teamwork makes the dream work. And so I'm practically out of the roofing business, out of the state of Florida, out of the contracting business. I'm only here to serve and support. My company at $50 million runs easily than it did at 5. And literally I get to spend my entire time teaching you how to go from the journey when I first started selling projects like this to where I'm at right now. So we have a code, and that code is followed, and we're raising the status of all blue-collar entrepreneurs by doing things the right way, getting better quality of life. So a little bit more about me. I told you about my family. My mom and my dad had got a divorce, and it was just terrible. You know, I had a stepdad. And I can remember my dad getting into roofing and coming back into my life, and he had a new car, and he got his head straight, and the business was growing. And my mom, she got rid of the stepdad. Dad came back into my life, and I thought, wow, this roofing stuff must be cool. I told you about how I sold my first roof at 14, but I realized, you know, education was important, my mom said, but maybe college wasn't for me. That high school had some kind of like, it's almost like the education system's broken, that the biggest scam in America is college. And if you're, one of these guys that's felt like you had to dumb yourself down to kind of fit with the status quo, that's what I did. I wasn't the cool guy. I was picked on in 7th and 8th grade. I changed schools. And literally, after I got into the last 6 weeks of high school, they were telling me I wasn't going to graduate because I wasn't showing up to school. I was skipping school. I didn't have a purpose. I went to college. I dropped out, and I thought I had all this potential, and yet I'm back at this car wash, and I'm washing a car, and I have nothing. And it was a really embarrassing, humbling thing. So I got sober, and I'll tell you about how I sold $1 million a year every single year since I've been in business. But this is one of my large loss projects that I'm doing now. And let me tell you about the desire. I told you about how, I've been at the bottom. I started from zero. My dad, at the time of us getting into business together, was actually $80,000 in debt. And now we're doing projects like that. That's a $2 million project. You can see the guy in the orange shirt. He's actually my roofing supervisor on this project. That's a Decra stone-coated steel roof. And my first year in the business, I walked in. A little backstory about my family and my dad. I knew that my uncle and my dad had started a great roofing company, but my dad went to build a software, and basically my uncle kicked my dad out of the company, and he went on to make tons of money while my dad built this software to support his brother. And basically, my first year in the business, we plugged into my uncle's organization, and I walked into the office, and I'm going to tell you what it looked like. It looked like my dream. It looked like everything I ever wanted. The camaraderie in the office of the sales guys, the 100 projects a week that are getting built. We had 2 production managers, 4 office guys. There was a buzz to that office. Money was being made. Jobs were getting done. Economy was happening, and the sales meetings were on fire. That's the first time I heard about Operation Bloody Knuckles. I proved myself as a salesperson. I sold $125,000, knocking doors, selling roofs after Hurricane Charlie in Orlando. And in one roofing office with a team of 50 salespeople, we installed $50 million in roofing, and I didn't have anything as far as management part of that, but I saw it, and I knew that I wanted it, and I was a little jealous that my uncle and he had built this and my dad and I weren't a part of it. So neither here nor there. Family business can be tough. we broke apart after that, and me and my dad started our journey. And I had a bitterness about, wanting to like start from the bottom. You know how sometimes you're on the bottom of the totem pole and you look at the other contractors and you're like, screw that guy. He's not exactly who he says it is. You think about somebody drives by in a Ferrari, somebody drives by in a big truck, and you're like, man, that guy didn't earn that money that was given to him. That's kind of how I was, and I was focused on the wrong things. I wanted to bring my family back to the same level as everybody else. I call it the blue-collar millions. See, my uncle had a ranch, a high-fence ranch with all these animals he could kill whenever he wanted. He took the most exotic trips. He had real estate all over, and he was making big money. So our thing was this software to change the industry, to build a network. And I'm going to tell you about connecting the industry and how this has been a big idea that my dad has had in the making that I've helped to execute, and I need your help. We want you to be a part of the first $1 billion contracting sales network. Let me tell you about the hard stuff, okay? Let me tell you about the stuff that you're probably going through. The reason why you're watching this webinar isn't because things are great. Maybe you're watching this webinar because it's hard to find people that you can trust. And I will say, if you've read my book, The 7 Biggest Mistakes That Unprofitable Contractors Make, you'll know that one of those mistakes is inability to trust people. But yet I have been stabbed in the back repeatedly by my best friends. They've started their own construction companies. They've been ungrateful once they come out my company of the service and the training I've given them. And over time and time again, I've invested into the time that it takes to recruit a salesperson, to recruit somebody into the contracting world, to teach them how to build a business. And only for them to either not do what they're supposed to do and cause a mess, or overextend their draw and get me. I end up overpaying them with upfront commissions, or they stab me in the back. And I'll tell you about many different times, like the time that my best friend from high school came into the business. We built thousands of projects together, just got a little bit bitter and wanted to start his own company. Got a little bit of that jealousy. Maybe the culture wasn't there. There's a lot of responsibility I can take of it. But he wanted to tell me about how he was starting his own company while we were at his bachelor party. And he was taking 4 sales reps, but he wanted me to go party with him in Vegas right when he was telling me, hey, dude, I'm going to start my own company. I'm going to take some reps. And yeah, let's go party. I was like, you should have seen me, dude. I was about to jump on and choke him. I mean, we're friends now, but it's sad when they hit you in the heart like that and they're not grateful. It makes you want to not recruit. It makes you want to not train people. It makes you want to not expand. It makes you want to focus on scarcity. And I hope that if you're at a wall right now, you can look at that picture. I hope it makes you laugh, dog, because that's the honey badger. I hardened myself against this, and the bitterness just made a tough shell, and I made this character. And so I'm going to tell you a story. Best year, 13 million. At the end of the year, we didn't have the profits that we thought we were going to have. I got stabbed in the back again. I had to go out and sell a job. And I sold a job, and I had a conversation with my uncle after this year. And me and my uncle and my dad are coming together after 10 years, and they're having some conversations. And he says, you need 3 things to grow your roofing business, okay? That's my uncle on the right. That's my cousin. He's like my brother. That's my dad right to the left of me, and I'm right there. And so he passed away, and I got a big idea. It dawned on me, my network was too small. I needed to start recruiting people. I needed to get in front of more people. I needed to not be dependent on my friends, my family, my organic network. And I had this idea to close Grant Cardone, to sell him a roof, to recruit all of the car sales people. I had this idea to invest into personal development. And it ended up like taking me down a journey where I was on Sky Diamonds TV, and it was the beginning of this huge network. And what happened is that all this focus on helping raise the status of our industry, on helping other contractors get more money, get more profits, get more time, it made me a better man. It made me have better purpose. It made me actually get better results in my business. My business grew 520%. My uncle's advice was simple. He had grew his company to up to $90 million at one time. He told me, Lee, you only have to do 3 things. You only have to do all you need to do to grow your roofing company. In my years, the roofing salesperson has only sold about $300,000 a year. Now we go out, we knock on doors, we sell the project, we collect, you build the project, we manage it, and we collect it as salespeople. He said my average is $300,000. So if you want to grow your company to $30 million, you need to go through 100 sales reps. You need more people. Number 2, you got to turn the good people into great ones. You got to train those people. You have to have meetings at a certain time. You have to have discipline, lines, boundaries. And really, you have to do more and train more. And that is the only way that you can take your good people and make them great. And the third advice that my uncle gave me is he said the bottom 20% you got to get rid of. You got to take out the trash, young man. You got to get rid of the cancer. You got to take it out. You got to get rid of the bad people. And that could have been the most important lesson of them all, because I realized, that I need to be everywhere. I need to be the guy that people thought of when they thought about roofing sales, when they thought about contracting opportunity, when they thought about blue collar business. And so I'm looking at mentors, I'm hiring personal coaches, and I'm investing in a network. And that was, years back. We've got thousands of followers. We've got millions of impressions. We've got millions of views. And the idea is I'm giving it back to you, and I need your help as a team. I need your leverage because we're building a $1 billion roofing network, a contracting sales network, and we're going to help you go after the biggest jobs in the market. We are going to crowdsource this takeover of a blue collar industry, and it's not always easy. That's me going heads up against Grant Cardone. Once I had closed him on a project, once I became a consultant, I became a competitor, and for the first time, I was going toe-to-toe, just like you see in that picture, with Muhammad Ali of sales training, and that Sky Diamonds University was bred from the trenches. And I'm gonna tell you, time on the road that I was spent chasing storms, working away from my family, it forced me whenever I met my wife to move her 14 times, okay? Let me tell you about, the time that, she became sick, of the time that every single, how much power salespeople would have over me when I invested into training them, when I took them out into the field, when they let me down, when they started their own company, when they left a big mess. And I would always just be so emotional. And the time that it took me to help, basically, these people who didn't appreciate, my wife just got so sick of. She got sick of it. She was ready to leave me. She drew a line in the sand. She said, I'm not leaving Texas. You're going to have to figure something out. I started to build a network, and that saved me. It saved my business. It saved my marriage. Guys, the thing is that the journey was tough. I mean, I'm helping roofers. Now I'm spending more time. I don't have all the leaders at the beginning of the journey. I've ran out of cash a few times. I've had to seek other people's money. I found out that even roofers, like salespeople, will stab you in the back too. I've had to rise above it and just only think about giving back and my purpose. And people, they end up coming back to you because when your heart is pure, people begin to figure that out. So what really happened in this movement that we're going to be telling you about, there's 3 secrets that we're going to be telling you about. This one thing about building a network, getting more people. It's about automating the recruiting and training process. That's what saved my sanity. It's what saved my business. It's what saved my marriage. When we were able to build that recruiting funnel that Jeremy was talking about, that automated follow-up, the email, the landing page, the Facebook ads, we were able to generate thousands of people that were interested in being contracting salespeople, and we trained 2,230 students, more than 300 different roofing companies. My business grew because our network grew, and over the last 3 years, 521% growth. We figured out how to crack the code, the roofing cheat code, the Facebook cheat code, how to make videos that sell inside the neighborhood, to 10x your referrals, to get leads on demand, leads on the low. We generated $20 million in roofs online with a sales funnel, more contracting deals than anybody else in the ClickFunnels community. This is one of our clients. He's a part of the network. He's a part of the Roofing Professionals Network, and he took his business from $4 million to $8 million. How did he do it? He did it with the automatic roofing job generator. He did it with Google pay-per-click ads, with Facebook ads. He did it with door-to-door around all of the internet ads. He trained in the university. He immersed himself with Flying Fridays. He took the leap into personal development. He grew his business from $4 million to $8 million. Look at Ryan Hunley. He's an OG in the game. He's been doing this 20 years, and if you're an older guy and you've done a lot of roofs, you're probably like Ryan Hunley thinking, what can Lee do to help me? And Ryan, he was hard-headed. He didn't think that really I could add him a lot of value. He said, prove it. And what happened about in that 3-year time period is we got him on Claim Express. We got him on an automated CRM. We got him actually to a point where he realized selling bigger jobs with more profit was going to actually get better time for him to go to baseball games, go with his family, and he started a commercial division. And these are some of the projects that we did together. So he invested in my program and got millions of dollars in contracts from me, from the network, and that's what the value of the network is. Sometimes you get large commercial projects. You're only one commercial project away from your blue-collar millions. This is Eddie. Eddie is the best at the 30-day recruiting challenge. Every single month, consistently in El Paso, he has 15 people that are hungry, wanting to become blue-collar entrepreneurs in his office. He has a Facebook event. He executes my coaching to the T. And with his help, what he says here, he looks forward to being the largest roofing contractor in the Southwest. He's a part of that 420% growth. This right here, Justin Ledford's actually never knocked doors before. I'll show you a little bit more of this testimonial. I got to keep it moving fast. This guy was selling himself, and on one supplement, we were able to help him get 6 figures. He's first year in the business with our support as a part of the elite client. He came to the mastermind. He got a lot of one-on-one live training. He was able to do, John and Jimmy Casey, $6 million this year in sales on these 3 secrets, guys. Get your pens out. This is where the real meat and potato comes in. Dude, if you've seen enough information and you know you want to work with me, you just align with me already, just fill out the form and schedule a call. Be the best thing you ever did. 2 factors that saved my business and my marriage. Right here, you heard it. Do you know the meaning of getting the monkey off the back? Look at all those monkeys. Okay, back in 1974, this was written in a book. When a manager or a project manager is speaking to someone else about a task, what you're supposed to do as the manager is you're not just supposed to take the task and do it for them. This is what I see contractors do. They get monkeys. And if you imagine that task being a monkey and the manager taking that task and you think you're Superman, now you're ordering materials, chasing down jobs, selling the project, you're dealing with complaints, you're up on the roof with your own hands, you're training the sales guys, all those monkeys are on your back. Do you know the real meaning of getting the monkey off your back? It's called learn how to delegate, learn how to trust, build a system that works. And that's me right there. You see me with the hard hat looking all silly? I'm on top of a roof. And many of you watching this may be on top of a roof, or you may be out in the field knocking doors, trapped. Out there in the field, only having a few guys. You don't have time to recruit. You don't have time to learn internet marketing. You don't have time to train in a university. You don't have time to pay attention to a guy like me. But that's not me getting trapped in the grunt work. See, what I'm doing is I'm digitally duplicating myself. I'm making video. That's from a drone. That's a video that we're creating for ads, and we're creating that video with 2 purposes. We're looking for recruits. We're looking for leads in the neighborhood. And getting trapped in the grunt work could be holding you back from 100 self-generated leads without door knocking. Could be holding you back from, like, on that $2.1 million job that we generated through the funnel for Rick, there's like over 55% profit. Is 50% profits in your contracting company immoral? I don't think so. That's the kind of profits you need for a better quality of life. And I'm going to show you how to tap into those blue-collar millions. That's me making my first big moment. You see me in a suit. I didn't feel comfortable. Let me tell you what I felt like. I felt like B-Rabbit. My palms were sweaty. I came into the office and I didn't have an appointment. I'm not used to wearing a suit. That's Grant Cardone. That's the king of king closers. And I walked in there without an appointment to close him on a roof. I knew that it had damage. And this pitch, this ultimate pitch that I use on Grant Cardone, I'm going to teach you that pitch. It's about certainty. It's about assuming the sell. And it's about shut the up. That's what it's about. So that's what I did. I got right to the point. I found his dominant buying motive. I followed the 5 eyes of the blue collar close. I can't tell you exactly what those are right now, but I did execute something that I had really started as an epiphany. It was to get this man to help me get my message out, to use a large $1 million commercial project to fund the whole operation. And this guy has actually benefited tremendously from touching that pen to that paper and contracting that deal. Millions of dollars in roofing. Contractors have come to Grant Cardone. This is me inside of his studio with one of my best students, Anthony Ciotti, that was a part of the movement, the Carol Bradford movement. They went from a $5 million company to a $39 million company, and his guys, he had 2 guys sell $5 million in sales using the holy grail of direct mail behind basically a gated community. What we do is we drop pins, we send a letter, the letter converts like crazy. I'll tell you what it is. But you got to be in this program. You got to fill out the form. If you get on a free strategy call, I'll tell you what the holy grail of direct mail is. But what it does is it causes you to get focused. It causes you to go where other people can't go. And Anthony, he started getting his omnipresence out there on social media, and he got lots of recruits. And so it's all about building a network. And that's what I'm going to teach you guys. This is me roofing Grant Cardone. I was building a network. I was landing $1 million project. I was getting my hands into some personal development and digital marketing. And so I've got y'all right there, some proof that I'm on roofs. I'm selling roofs. Those were 43 roofs in that picture. Here's another large project. I'm going to tone it down here a little bit because I got to give respect to Glenn McGurgan. He's a man that sold $4 million in projects for me. And this is a sign, literally, that on Diamond Drive, we were able to manifest a 50% profit, $1.8 million deal. And that's Glenn and his project manager and Cam over there getting the video of that. This is actually Jimmy from the Tampa coast on top of the roof during last year's 7-figure contractor mastermind, visualizing and learning commercial. I put my clients in an immersive environment. You see here to the right, that's a different project. That's a $2 million project. And I'm bringing clients in, teaching them how to manage a commercial project, how to sell a commercial project, and we visualize and start to take ownership of the fact that you're only one project away from your blue collar millions. And I can guarantee if you take my commercial masterclass that you're going to be able to sell at least one commercial project to give you hundreds of thousands of dollars. And if you execute my top 100 strategy, there's no way you won't sell one. So that's my daughter. That's my purpose. That's my why. She's going to be a Ivanka Trump closer. I'm teaching her how to do business. I watch Shark Tank with her all the time. But that's a big project to the right. We ended up doing about 1,500 squares of Decra. To the left, we have another $1 million project on the beach. So I just want you to know that we are landing a lot of big work so that we can buy more time. And if you can land bigger projects with more profits, you can access more time for your family. And I'm going to tell you something, guys. I want to be on your team. I want you to join my team. We have a $1 billion network, and it's the collaborate to dominate. Teamwork makes the dream work. But I'm going to challenge you right now. Most roofers don't have they're too afraid. I think it's literally, you might be afraid to partner with a guy that's another competitor in the marketplace because there's bitterness in your heart, because roofers have stole from you, because salespeople have quit you, and you don't really feel like I am being truthful and honest about my purpose. But let me tell you something, guys. I care about your success more than I care about the own dollars that come into my roofing company. I have really built a network now that's created more than $300 million in impact. And I'm about taking this network to the billion, and we need your team. We need to help you automate the recruiting process, automate the training process, and we want to show you how to build a team and a network, start telling your story online so top talent come to you so that you can spend more time with your wife, so that you can make more money. And guys, doesn't make sense that I'm a roofing contractor and I'm sharing it with you, but you make me better. I always learned. Let me tell you about the first time I was selling roofs, and I took a guy with me to train him how to sell. He got in the passenger seat of my truck. His name was David. David came from Naval Academy. He was a good recruit. And I wanted to keep him into the roofing business. So I got him all fired up about the opportunity. We went out, we started knocking doors. I got one contract. We're knocking doors. I get 2 contracts, 3 contracts. I'm on fire, dude. Literally like NBA jams. On fire. 4 contracts, 5 contracts. I learned that by helping someone else, it would rise my level of play. And so you help me raise the status for the whole industry. I share every digital marketing campaign. We spent $2.3 million. We generated $20 million. We're going to give you the exact split tested funnels that convert. And I'm going to show you about that later on in the presentation. But what we did is we duplicated successful action. And I just want you to think about it right now. If you could save time, if you can save the pain, if you're sitting here right now, you're a $1 million contractor trying to get to $5 million. You're trying to get your first 3 sales guys. Maybe you're a contractor with 15 sales guys, and you're trying to go from that $15 million to $20 million to $50 million. Or maybe you're an old school badass and you've got all these millions in sales, but you're just dying from the processes, from the time, from the draw baby sales reps. I ask you to keep an open mind. I ask you to just see if this could be possible for you, that this training might help you become a part of an unstoppable network, because that's what we got. And, this is right here, the emotion involved and some of the impact that we're making by city by city. We're coming to your city soon, coming to Chicago. I'm coming to Virginia. These are the next 2 stops. But look, guys, the training that we created in Lightspeed, it teaches you exactly what you need to do to go from 0 to $1 million producer as a salesperson. From business owner that's just started, like my guy Clyde Bryan, who invested into the Elite program at $500,000 in sales. Now he's got like 146 roofing projects that he's sold since then. He's got about 15 sales guys. And so, this service that we offer is for anybody. It's for any type of contractor. We teach you our 5 eyes of the blue collar close, our recruiting method. And if you want to get access to this right now, go ahead and fill out the form, because we want you to be a part of the band of brothers. And we want to take this negative stigmatism of competition, of us cutting each other's legs, of what I call, you're shooting your own team when you're out there cutting profits. You're afraid that your sales ability isn't good enough, so all you have to do is knock money off your bottom line. Let's band together. And if you haven't ever invested in college, if you've never invested into personal mentorship, if you've never had a coach, Look, I'm here to tell you that I was in your exact same spot 3.5 years ago. I didn't have a coach. 4 years ago, I didn't have a coach. Since then, I've invested a lot. But I want to know, if you're out here, storm business is war business. You're on the ground. You're in the infantry. You're knocking doors. That's what I relate to as an infantry soldier. Where is your air support? Where are the technologies that allow you to drop bombs on your potential candidates with creation of leads, with creation of new candidates? And you realize that air support is to me the ability to advertise for profit. And so I'm going to teach you exactly what air support means, what being a soldier, not just $1 million sales producer, but a general, actual general in the field, and a blue collar boss general. And I want to ask you a question right now. If you're in my industry, okay, how much time every day in the morning is your sales team, or are you getting in your troops' ear about how to overcome objection, about what their purpose is? Guys, purpose-based selling is everything. My purpose is to be the best facilitator of success. My purpose is to bring the most people into the roofing business as possible. My purpose is to rise out of roofing and to help all blue-collar entrepreneurs and all entrepreneurs. And I want to tell you one thing. I'll train your people. I'll train every single person. I've knocked 50,000 doors. I closed Grant Cardone, and I'll teach them. There's nobody with a more extensive training system for contracting. We were the first, and we're the best. And I am the only guru out there with the working model, a $50 million business, a multi-million-dollar impactful online business, and we've done the work. And so what we want to do is we want to teach you how to pull people in, because look, you probably think, I can't sell like Lee. I don't know how I'm going to be able to scale like Lee. And all you have to do is get people into your organization. And I want you to look at the Marines, okay? How do you overcome the stigmatism about the blue-collar trades? Because that's really what's stopping you from getting people in. I've been making roofing sexy. The Marines make killing people sexy, okay? For Marines, there are only battles won. These are people that are looking for something bigger than themselves. Battles are won within. The hustle starts within, okay? This is one of my taglines. This is one of the things that I use in recruiting. I challenge people. The ultimate pitch is, I don't think you can do it. I don't think you can cut it. I don't think that you can be disciplined enough. This is only for the elite. This is only for the best. And I'm going to put you to the test. Fill out the form, schedule a call with my guys. I'll show you the ultimate recruiting pitch, and you're going to be surprised at how we react to every single applicant. And we're going to actually teach you how to convert more people into your funnel. And actually, when I say people, I'm talking about recruits. People that are in high school or in college or in the car sales world that are looking for a new opportunity, and they see ads that come up on their screen. Oh, here's a converting ad. Do you have what it takes for blue collar millions? I kind of left a little bit off, but look, this is a Facebook ad. We are getting new recruits off of this ad for under $10 a recruit, and they're solid. And that's actually me and my sales team. I bought 9 Rolexes for my sales team, but just letting my people in my network get the benefit of this lead. So I set this ad up for a company in Houston. It says now hiring. Don't even think about applying. See, challenge those people right off the bat. If you're not a top performer, learn how to earn $150,000 in your first year without going to college. This is 9 of our top guys collecting Rolex watches for a sales bonus. Easiest sales job in America. That's what a recession-proof, storm restoration, Facebook ad looks like. This thing's converting like manias. And what would it be like if I was running this ad and I was getting you hot, qualified people that want to go knock on doors in your area? What would it be like? And if you only had to pay $10, $20, $30 for each applicant, do you think that would be a good deal? Because that's what we got going on for the people in our network marketing. And this sign right here, this is network marketing. Once these people come in the funnel, we get them to start creating content, to start bringing other people into the organization. We start executing the 30-day recruiting challenge. Bro, you're going to create a cult-like movement. In the 30-day recruiting challenge, I ask you to read this book. This book changed my life. This man right here, Russell Brunson, he went from a guy that was broke with kids in college and made videos on how to sell a potato gun. And now he's created a $300 million enterprise. And this book will teach you how to create a cult-like movement and a following. And that is what the 30-day recruiting challenge is all about. All-Star Roofing. I showed you Eddie. That's Eddie right in the middle. He's right there next to me on my right-hand side. He's right at the head of the table because he's a king. He's a king of the market. He's killing the game. He went from 2 million to 10 million, and he's got recruits, pipeline of recruits coming in the office, and I know you want that. I know that you want a pipeline of recruits. What if I could show you how to automate the recruiting process and training process? Would that help you tremendously? You deserve to be a champion in the marketplace, because you know what happens whenever you have unlimited amount of recruits? You can get rid of the bottom part. You can take those draw baby sales rep, you can hold them more accountable. You can take a system, and a system that works, and what's going to happen is you're going to give them my training platform. I'm going to train them. I'm going to take them from zero to $1 million producer, and you deserve to automate this system and be a champion of the marketplace. Do you not? If you feel like it's your time to be a champion in the marketplace, go ahead and schedule a call with my team. This is about actually giving you a customized strategy. I don't know what market you're in. I don't know what trade you're in, but I know that we have a marketing system that will generate leads on demand. I know that we can help you close at a higher rate. I know that I can help you hire people and delegate. Teach, delegate, and inspect. Teach, delegate, and inspect. You deserve to be a champion in the marketplace. Is it your time? Is it your time to be a champion in the marketplace? I mean, realistically, I'm asking you. This is a moment you have to choose. You have to continue to, insanity is the definition of repeating the same things and expecting different results. Is it your time? If you had more people, what would it be like? If you had 15 new people a month, what would it be like? If I could train those people and it took none of your time, would it be worth $5,000? Okay? There you go. I'm not a fat trainer. That's my team. There's project managers, salespeople, inside office support, outside office support, marketing support. This is the team that did $50 million in sales. Secret number 2, how does this bald-headed roofer increased revenue 520% and found time to truly enjoy the fruit of my labor? Many of you are thinking about how much you would sell. Maybe your life would get terrible, that you wouldn't have time. Maybe the expenses would blow up and you wouldn't know what to do. And so I want you to know right now that that's not true, that you can always tap into other people's money. You can always sell. You can always get this next funding. So here's what I want you to understand. How many of you have seen this movie? You know it. It gives you those goosebumps if you're a ball player. You know, who in the audience has watched baseball, grew up playing baseball? If you want to attract A players, these guys are A players. You got to build the field. You got to build it. If you build it, they will come. And by building it, I'm talking about a machine. I'm going to tell you about a method. And this is literally what happened the first time I went from $2.7 million to $10 million. It's called the public service announcement. I sent out 30,000 voice broadcasts in 2010. It was the first time I tapped in from 2.7 to 10 million. I sent out 30,000 messages. I said, "Doot, doot. You are in the path of a catastrophic hailstorm. Please press 1 now for your free hail damage inspection. Hail damage is not visible from the ground, but it can cause leaks. Hail damage can cause leaks, which cause bacterial growth. We are in your neighborhood. Local trusted roofing professional. Press 1 for your free hail damage inspection." And so that being said, what you need to do is build the fin. Build it, build it, build it. Look, what if I told you I generated $20 million in projects in 12 months through an online sales funnel? Would you want to know how to self-generate 100 plus leads monthly without cold calling or knocking doors? Hell yeah, man, of course I do. You probably think it's too good to be true. Well, guess what? Here's the caveat. You have to have courage. Now, if I said that you have to have courage to be vulnerable, I'm going to challenge you. I would say I don't think you can do it. Most roofing contractors can't do it. Average roofing contractor can't be vulnerable enough and have the courage to do what? Create videos that sell. That's the calls, 5,583 calls from June to December. And that's our call log. That comes straight from inside of our marketing tracker. The old way was to go knock doors, and this is actually me going to knock a door. And what I did at this door is I went inside the gate. I went, and this guy didn't like me on his yard, and he literally slapped me upside the head, and he told me to get off his property. And then I created a Facebook ad. I'm going to show you the Facebook ad. The new way is actually to combine the door-to-door with digital, but I'm going to give you the roofing cheat code. I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to do exactly on this campaign. DreamWorks went from 4 to 8 million. He's using a combination of Google. He's using a combination of Facebook. He closes 45% of the deals because he calls the leads within 5 minutes. He's able to put the leads into a CRM, to follow up with them by email, and to follow the 5 eyes of the blue-collar close at the kitchen table. That's why he had such a return, and his business went from $4 million to $8 million. So 90% of all jobs, roofing projects, contracting projects start with Google. Some of the largest roofing companies spend millions on AdWords, and AdWords is a platform that works, of course, in combination with Facebook, as we can retarget people that come to our page with Facebook pixels. So here's the template for a good Google ad. It's very, very simple. Affordable, dependable roofer, 10-year workmanship warranty. We talk about 100% satisfaction, free estimate, but we have a little cheat code added. I can't display that one, but you can, if you fill out the form, get access to that one. I want to show you right now really the secret sauce. If you look at this video, it was shared 286 times. 286 times. Now, 41,000 views. This video created hundreds of leads. And so I want to show you.
Hi, I'm Lee Haight, owner of RRCA. I'm at the largest local attorneys here, Burke Blue. We've got Doug Smith and Bill Henry. I wanted to...
So I'm gonna just really kind of give you an overview of this video, and we'll move on because I want to keep moving fast. All right, so I did a third-party association video with this campaign. I did an interview with a local attorney, and if you're a roofing contractor, you can interview realtors, property managers, insurance agents, lawyers, people in your community about how their service relates to yours, maybe even an air conditioner, and then you can target an area, and this was an engagement campaign. We just put it out there so that we could get tons of content, and we retargeted it with the new ad. That may seem like a bunch of jibber jabber, but what it did is it actually like built a brand where people trusted us based on content. So I can help you create video content, but you have to realize that the future is actually creating a media company. It's fun. It's a new purpose. If you like creating videos, if you like taking pictures, there's hope because it's really cool. And so I'm going to go on to the next slide right here.
Hi there, my name is Lee Haight. A lot of you may not know who I am, but I'm here to be your guide to Hurricane Michael recovery. I own Roofing and Reconstruction Contractors of America. We are a family-owned business, and we have been specialists in hurricane restoration in Florida for the last 20 years. I'm here at ABC Supply, locally here in Panama City. This company is actually the nation's largest provider of roofing material.
Let me explain to you something, guys. Stories sell, and I'm talking about a partnership with ABC Supply. Maybe you'll see some pictures with them putting me on their race car, and we've got a lot of big partnerships here. But in this video, I talk about a limited time offer. And the main thing that I see about roofing contractors, they don't realize that people buy off the internet when the emotion is greater than the resistance. And the emotion created with this ad is trust. The education that I give to them about my relationship with the supply company and how these materials are only available for a limited time, and there's a 20% discount, and we got a special offer. The offer was no payment, no interest for 12 months, and it really worked. And so I could keep going through this video, but really you need to fill out a form, and we'll kind of customize a way that we can script a video ad that will work in your network. I'll show you a little bit more, but we have to keep moving, and I don't want to bore you. Now let me preface this one. This is one of the best ones. After getting punched in the face, literally jacked in the jaw from trespassing in the yard, I was pissed off and felt like a lowly roofing peddler. I mean, literally, I was questioning about my door knocking ethics and if I should ever be allowed in the neighborhood. I got an old man to literally almost like have a heart attack in the front yard just because I was trying to sell him a roof. So I created this video. This video created $2 million in business. We put a 2-mile geofence around this build. I explained the build. I explained key details. I'm going to let you watch the whole video on this one. Let me go back here.
Attention Naples homeowners, my name's Lee Haight. I'm the owner of RRCA, and I want to make sure you don't get left out. Come on, I want to show you what I'm talking about. Maybe you've seen us on Facebook. We're out here to help educate any property owners about all the hidden Irma damages. I don't know if you were here for the storm, if you were away for the storm, but at 140 miles an hour, this tile roof is a 20-year-old tile roof. I can tell you that if your roof is over 6 years old, you probably have damage from Hurricane Irma. Okay, this roof was like many of the customers. She was unaware of any kind of damages. And so what happened is we offered.
Okay, so look, I'm telling a story. I go and I break down the roofing system. I talk about project managers. I talk about the underlayment on that roofing system, and I give a rebate for the next 5 customers. I say for the next 5 customers, if you act now, fill out the form below, you'll get a free inspection, a free digital analysis, and $2,000 off. I have a script that works, but we have to keep it moving. If you want to create videos that sell, let me tell you the result of this video. Hundreds of opportunities. I had to kind of comb through some of them because there were so many, and I got so many of these big commercial, like valued tile residential leads, and we sold about $2 million in projects off of this video alone. So I want you to know that this video was created on an iPhone. There's no special camera involved. It's literally easy to set up these ads in less than 30 minutes. And at the end of this presentation, I'm going to show you exactly how I do it. But the main thing you need to do is realize you're a media company. You need to get comfortable on camera. It doesn't matter how many takes it really takes. If you're hesitant about creating videos, that's like you worrying about what other people are going to think about you, taking money out of your pocket. And because you're worried about what other people are going to think about you, you're going to take money out of your pocket. You're going to give it to what those people would, what they would say, because you're not giving yourself a chance to get more leads, get more referrals, get more branding. Those videos go out in the neighborhood, and when we knock on the door, the people know who we are. So we want you to commit, if you want to be a part of this brotherhood, to 4 videos to start the campaign, to create 1 videos per month, and we actually make you sign an agreement that says that you're going to do that. So if you're saying, hey, Lee, can you help me? What if I'm not in a store market? We build a funnel that works in a retail market, in a store market, for windows, for solar. And it has to do with like the way that we build awareness, the way that we retarget the videos. We use engagement campaigns. Jeremy was just up here. It's called the Venus Flytrap. And we follow up with lead generation, and we give them special offers that make them take action and retargeting. And so there's a bunch of complicated ways that we make jobs happen, but if you would like an expert system and a way to do it, we actually offer a way to implement the automatic roofing job generator. And I think this is what you need to do to build that field of dreams, so you can have your dream roofing company. We generated $10 million in business for our clients through the roofing job generator. This is where the $2.1 million job was generated. Generated $10 million from my own business through this, and I can do this. We go from Google, Facebook, and Bing to a landing page. We use Google to remarket, Facebook to remarket. We automate the follow-up, new jobs, new places to door knock, new places to get referrals, life for your company, consistent sales, a company now that has something that someone else would buy. And so here's the results. Here is the actual clicks: 11,563 clicks, 493,000 impressions, $1 per click. I don't know exactly how many leads are right there in that report, but I can tell you there's 527 calls, 384 of them were answered. That's just on the extension from the phone calls. I would imagine that there's probably about, maybe 2,000, 3,000 leads. This is the example of using the blue collar marketing method to promote an event. This event we promoted in a week, but it's a movement, guys, that we want you to be a part of. The $1 billion contracting sales network needs elite players. And if you want a band of brothers to push you, to help access different levels of profit, different systems to level up, we are your guys, to help you take attention and turn it into profits, because attention is the new currency, and you need the courage to make video content. And no one can teach you how to do this better. So look, I'm going to give you the secret number 3, and that's how a small investment increased my roofing company's revenue 521%. Now, if you've seen enough and you want the blue collar cheat code, the roofing cheat code, the way in which to create leads on demand, the automatic roofing job generator, go ahead and fill out the form right now. Get on the call with my team. They'll show you the funnel. They'll show you the ad strategy. I'll get you in touch with Cam, my marketing manager. Cullen, my business development person, will be in touch. We'll follow up. But let me talk to you about what really changed my life. This third secret's really important. Helped really give me a lot of time and a lot of money. It was a small investment and increased my roofing company's revenue 520%. Who are the 5 people that you spend the most time with? Just go ahead and write them down right now. Are you spending time with your lowly door knockers? Maybe the guys that are on your roof, maybe your old high school buddies, but are you spending time with major influencers? I spend time with big dogs, with elite dogs, guys like Brad Lee, guys like Ed Milet, guys like Andy Frisella, guys like Frank Kern, Russell Brunson. These are the people that I spend time with when I take on-demand trainings, when I watch them on social media, and when I go to their live events. And so I want to know, who are the 5 people you spend the most time with, and would you like to spend more time with me? I'm 33 years old. I'm a little eccentric. I wear my heart on my sleeve, but I care about my clients, and I guarantee millions in value. And if you spend more time with me, your life's going to change, and you're going to access different kinds of profits. You're going to automate your recruiting system. And I'm going to help you kind of tap into this like wild side. And that's me being wild, dude, in the neighborhood on a Segway. Let me tell you a little story. It's part of the 5 Eyes of the Blue Collar Clothes. It's the interruption. And this is an interruption to the actual presentation, because I drove that Segway around the neighborhood, let me tell you. And I was hunting for that perfect lead. And as a guy who's knocked 50,000 doors, I can profile an opportunity. I can teach you how to overcome objection at the door, but I can teach you how to hunt in the neighborhood, which is what I was doing on this Segway. I was looking for the perfect roof. I was looking for the perfect yard. I was looking for the perfect opportunity, and lo and behold, I pulled my Segway up to this front door. And sometimes you have to be Bojangles. Sometimes you have to entertain. Sometimes even at that doorstep, that door-to-door experience made me a better Facebook marketer, because I got on that thing and I did a little shake, and I was like, he guy's like, hey dude, I don't need a roofer right now, I'm taken care of. And then he's like, hey man, your Segway's pretty cool. I'm an ex-cop, let me see that thing. And he was laughing at me, and I got him outside and I got him to drop his guard. And then we sold him a roof, man. And actually that guy had 2 roofs, man. And then the Segway broke down like the day after that. I paid $2,500 for it, but it was worth it, because the roof I sold was $80,000. The rental house that he had was $25,000, $100,000 off of one door knock. And I'm going to teach you how to have that sense for a deal, and how to have that confidence and make it fun. I call it making door knocking fun. And you know why I'm having fun in this picture? Because I'm running Facebook campaigns, because people know me in the neighborhood, because I've sent everybody a holy grail of direct mail letter, and they know who I am. I like it now because I walk into the supermarket and people know I'm the guy with the roofing professionals. So listen, that's us closing commercial deals. This was a large loss deal. One of these deals could access millions of dollars in profit, and that's what I do. Is I spent over $300,000 in coaching, and that's the secret. The biggest actual secret is pay-for-play access. But do you have what it takes? I mean, many of you were like, I'm unsure about hiring a coach, Lee. I just can't trust you. I couldn't imagine spending $300,000 on coaches. Whether it was a marketing coach, a sales coach, whether it was a real estate coach, or it was just people that I brought within my organization as outside consultants. These guys helped me like plug the holes in the ship. There was holes in the ship. I was missing tons of profit. I didn't have my systems automated. I was light years behind where I should have been. And then as soon as I reached out to somebody else and I trusted them, I started to take it a little bit more seriously. And that's what I want you to do. Are you willing to pay the cost to be the boss? Let me tell you about my first investment into personal development. I paid for a sales training system for my sales guys. It was $3,800 a month. And this is like in this whole process of me trying to close Grant Cardone. In order to get on Sky Diamonds TV, I paid another $5,000 a month. So I'm paying $9,000 a month to make this movement start. Guess why I started coaching? Guess why Sky Diamonds University was created? I started coaching to actually support my coaching habit. I was trying to get better and putting all the money into the marketing systems for more freedom, all the money into the knowledge and pay-for-play access to the people who had what I wanted, and I was emulating them. And the money that I was paying made me pay attention. And if you feel like you're stuck, there is no better cheat code than to fill out that form and to do what every entrepreneur does and pull out your credit card and be willing to invest to pay the cost to be the boss, because I'll give you everything that I've gained in the short time, the last 4 years. We've learned a lot. We've sold a lot. The training's improved, and you're going to get all the results. And so we had a girl come into an organization that trains in university, and this girl basically took the commercial masterclass, and she was able to close a $250,000 commercial apartment job only because she took my training within her first 11 days. You see how fast that was? I mean, many people don't sell their first commercial job for years. Maybe you haven't sold your first commercial job, but that's because their boss is willing to pay the cost to be the boss. He had 421% growth last year. Look, I don't believe that the average contractor can stick to this program and do the work. This program's not for everybody. This is not for the guys that are weak at heart. I'm not a weak heart. I'm a brave heart. I'm looking for brave hearts in this network. We're going to $1 billion and beyond, and we're not taking any weak snowflakes with us. If you are unethical and you cannot follow the blue collar code, we won't accept you. And what we're looking for is people to raise the status of the blue collar entrepreneur, raise the status of the roofing industry, raise the status of the construction industry. And if you are questioning if you are going to be able to make this work for you, I need 10 to 15 hours a week of your time. Legitimately, you have to be willing to do whatever it takes. And you don't understand how much pain I was in, being stabbed in the back by my best friends over and over and over again. I can tell you about coming off of a cruise, and we were having a hard time with Sky Diamonds University in the beginning of its growth. I didn't have enough people to cover me. Roofing profits were down, bills were up, and my best guy left me. It was terrible, dude. I hit $5 million in revenue. He's taken 4 different guys. He's given people $5,000 to leave. I mean, when I say that, he's recruiting my people and paying them to leave me. And I was sick and tired of being dependent on these like ruthless sales reps. And I didn't have a network. And that's where I just doubled down. Even though I was having problems, I went all in. And I'm going to tell you, it hasn't been easy, but we have guys like Tyler Melton who are getting insane results. And we're going to give you like the ways in which you can digitize your own like business. And when you bring people in Sky Diamonds University, we have added so much like training on how to sell, how to close without being pushy or hardcore, how to get more commercial projects, how to do this blue collar marketing method, the 30-day recruiting challenge, and how to scale your business, teach, delegate, and inspect. But the cool thing is that we make it about you, we make it about your business, we make it about indoctrinating your people, and we give you the opportunity to create your own content so that you can go right alongside me in this journey of digital duplication, because that's what I believe is the future. If you don't digitally duplicate, then you will not succeed in the next 5 years. So please, if you're worried about succeeding in the next 5 years and you want digital duplication, fill out the form below. I'm going to show you. That's my partner here at ABC Supply. These guys are helping us on a tour across the nation. We want you to be a part of. This is actually me doing what I love best in Brookline, and this is what I'm going to be teaching your guys. How would you like me to teach your guys how to close? The 5 eyes of the blue collar close I can go into in detail, but there only one objection in roofing, and that's uncertainty. And I teach you how to bring certainty to you, your company, and your process, and to overcome every single objection, and to follow a simple process where at the end you don't have to be pushy, you don't have to be hardcore. And this is these guys, All-Star, 421%, the nicest restaurant in El Paso, Texas, meeting with a billionaire on the other side of this picture, taking the picture. These guys had landed a $2.1 million project and spent $2,000 on my steak dinner because they're dedicated to these trainings. They're dedicated to building and scaling their business within the system. And I want to teach you how to be a wolf, not a sheep. I want to teach you what it takes to go from a $0 to $50 million enterprise. And maybe that you think that's not real for you, but let's go to 5 million. Let's go to 10 million. Let's go to 20 million. And if you're there at $20 million, there is no other program out there like that. There is nobody else out here actually living example. And I am not your competition. Let me tell you, I am in it for the network. I'm in it for the transformation. Really, it's all about you guys. And if you want to learn how to do what I've done, sell more commercial projects, and that's all you'll ever worry about. See, to me, I want to help you land more commercial projects. You're only one job away. I'm going to show you how to research and close these deals. Rick, there's the $2.1 million job generated through the funnel. Here's the ultimate pitch. I'm going to give you the ultimate pitch. This is what I use to close Grant. It's about assuming the sale, overcoming uncertainty, and shutting up. Here is the next training manual. This is 72 pages. It walks you through the beginning of a roofing professional. It teaches you every part and component about a roof system. It teaches you everything that you know about insurance. And it goes to get the guys certified along with the beginning training. And this is basically us, my inner circle. This was last year's 7-figure contractor. And we want to invite you to be a part of this inner circle, but we don't accept snowflakes. We don't accept people that are unwilling to train. And old school guys who don't really have an open mind are not welcome. And really, guys, your average contractor is not going to be able to do this. I challenge you, if you really want to have these massive results, here's the secret. It's going to take discipline, habits, hard work, and you might want to quit along the way. Just like I've wanted to quit, but I relentlessly pursue my goal and my vision because you inspire me. And so I will help you implement a proven system for sales accountability. You can track it, you can inspect it, you can hold a watchdog report, you can make sure that your guys take 6 segments of my training every single day. The first step to growing your company is to start training in the university. You as the business owner, your sales team, take the 30-day recruiting challenge, tap into the network. That's the 1, 2, 3. That's what you have to do to get started. Once you go through the 30-day recruiting challenge, you're going to have 15, 10, 20 people coming in your business wanting training. You put them through my training. I train them. Then they're out there making you money. Now you've got an automatic roofing job generator, and you're tapping into the network. You're building your network. Now you're an unstoppable force. You're a king of the market. Fill out the form if you want to be a king of your market without being dependent on draw baby sales reps. I want to ask you a question. If you had a team of door-to-door sales guys selling for you, that's 0 lead acquisition cost. Would that make getting consistent sales easier? Would you agree? Okay. Would you agree that I could help you get a team of door-to-door sales reps? Okay. If you had a reliable sales manager, someone to train your guys, inspire them to knock more doors and help them close more deals, would that make business easier for you? Would you agree? I think so. And I know that there's nobody in the world better at teaching your guys how to overcome objection, how to close than me and you. It's not just me, it's you. We allow you to put your own training in the university. We brand you in the university. If you're a sales manager watching this, we want to get your unique sales process on top of what we have. We believe the more information, the better. The more knowledge they have, the more opportunity they have for success, the opportunity they have for momentum. But do you agree that I would be able to help your team if they got, 15 to 30 minutes every single morning with me about how to handle objection or how to close? I can guarantee there's no one else in the market like what we have to offer. I know for a fact there's not a single contracting sales platform with as much training. There's more content on my platform than anybody in the market. And I guarantee your investment. So if you had a way to self-generate hundreds of leads without cold calling, and it would grow revenue to help you attract top talent, would you agree that that would help your business? Would you agree that that would be a good thing, that it would be worth a large investment? Would it be worth $100,000? Would it be worth $50,000? You have to ask yourself this question. Luckily for you, it's not $100,000 and it's not $50,000 either. How much would it be worth? Okay, let me show you a little bit about what this investment is. This investment's about buying time. When you get a team, you buy time. That's my biggest cheat code and secret out there. You want to know what blue collar million secrets are? Buy time. Does a team of marketing rock stars seem like it would help you? On a scale of 1 to 10, on that piece of paper that you have right now, on a scale of 1 to 10, grade yourself as a marketer. How do you rate as a marketer? I don't care how good of a salesperson you are. How do you rate as a marketer? How many automated leads, inbound leads, automated follow-up, what deals are getting sold before you sell them, or what system do you have to make sales easier on a scale of 1 to 10? So I can tell you that there's nobody else that's generated $20 million in roofing and contracting deals in the ClickFunnels community, and it's a pretty big internet community. So you'd be messing with the best, and we can put the rest to the test. You can split test us against anybody. If they beat us, I'll give you your money back, but I can guarantee my marketing rock stars can deliver results for you and help you buy time. Now you can go out there, you can record a video, you can run the ads, you can manage the leads, or you can make life, your contracting business, way easier and get access to even more proven methods for growth. Because I'll give you my sales training platform, I'll give you access to my marketing team, I'll do your ads consulting and support. You won't have to worry about managing your Facebook ads, managing your Google ads. That's my daughter, Rayleigh. That's actually my team. That's my wife on the right-hand side. And I got some master roof builders. These guys, this team makes it possible for me to help you, okay? These guys run my business without me getting trapped in the grunt work, and that's probably what you want. You want more sales, more profits, and more quality of life. Now, the first step is to be willing to outsource, let go, and invest in things that create opportunity. This is that opportunity. This is us at the 10X Growth Con, bringing in like-minded individuals. The whole journey started at Grant Cardone, closing it. I kept coaching to support my coaching habit, and now we have a suite at the 10X Growth Con. We have all the blue collars coming up. We had the rockin' party, and we had a ton of new people in the movement. The movement's like growing like crazy. So look, I'm going to sweeten the deal. If you're one of the first 5 people to take action on this, I'm going to give you access to my Inner Circle Mastermind Live. I do a weekly call, a live focus call to keep you in a boot camp of growth. You'll also get access to a launch call with your sales team. I'll personally do a Zoom call. I'll get your team motivated. I'll customize the sales pitch. We'll put a strategy for the blue collar marketing method in place. You'll get access to all the forms and contracts I use to run my business, the 72-page training manual, the ultimate sales script. Look, I say the Sky Diamonds University's got $25,000 in value because it's got millions in value, okay? Let me tell you why. Look, if you have 10 sales guys, and those sales guys are able to train in my university, and they're able to just sell 1 job a week off of my university, okay, that's an additional 40 jobs a month. 40 jobs a month if you have sales guys, 1 job a week, 10 jobs a week. 1 job per sales rep, 10 sales rep. I'm going to give them creative ways to get the hard deals. I'm going to give them creative ways to create new deals. And I'm going to give them follow-up methods to close a higher percentage of all deals. And that's going to make you more money. And if they train with me every single day, it'll be better than the training system that most of the contractors have, which is nothing. And so that's millions in value. So if you have 10 users that you can actually require that they train, I can guarantee you that you would pay $25,000 if I was able to give you 40 jobs a month. Do you agree? All right. So I, in here, give you the keys, and I tell you that the first thing you need to do as an owner is you need to get more people. I told you about my uncle who did 90 million. You need to learn how to use social media to recruit without using job boards, without using Craigslist, without having to deal with losers. And that's why you need to get serious right now. And you need to say, look, if I could recruit 10 to 15 guys a month like Eddie, I would seriously invest $5,000 into Leads Recruiting Masterclass. I would take that class. I have a workbook that goes with this class. For this recruiting masterclass, we actually give people our recruiting funnel. So this is the funnel that's all the salespeople, the campaign that Jeremy was talking about, the email automation, we help you attach that email campaign. It follows up on the sales rep for 90 days. All this comes in a bundle. And would you pay $5,000 for that bundle? The recruiting masterclass, okay, I spent $10,000 creating that course. It's awesome. It teaches you everything I need to know about recruiting. The 30-day recruiting challenge gives you one thing to do every single day that will result in more recruits every month. The workbook keeps you focused on that. The funnel is where you drive traffic to, and the email is how you follow up. Would that be worth $5,000? I think so. So look, many of you want to get into wood shake roofs, Ludowici tile roofs, slate roofs. How do you get them bought? How much can you get from the insurance company? There's specialty sales training in my university you can't get anywhere else, and this specialty roof sales training is definitely worth $1,000. The commercial masterclass has millions in value, and this is literally how you find the decision maker, the cell phone number, the email, how you create Facebook marketing campaigns, telemarketing campaigns, direct mail campaigns, and we have one letter that we send to commercial business owners we talk about in the masterclass. And it's a letter that generates like $4 million in profits every time we do it. And it creates like a secret way to get all the commercial business owners raising their hand, wanting to do business with you. And if I could show you how to access cell phone numbers of commercial business owners, how to close commercial business owners, and you were able to land $1 million job, how much would you make? Would you make $300,000, $400,000, $200,000? So if I could show you how to do that and it was guaranteed, no money back, guarantee, like literally if you don't make $1 million deal, I'll give you your money back, would it be worth $5,000? Every single day it'd be worth $5,000. And there's nobody else that can teach the commercial training that I have because I use technology different than everybody else does. If you think that there's better commercial training somewhere else, then why aren't they selling the commercial jobs? The blue collar marketing method is the way we generate leads off the internet. It is the cheat code. And I have 38 videos inside the blue collar marketing method that are specific to marketing. And you can actually train your marketing person. You can train your assistant to run your ads for you. With this course alone, maybe you're not a marketing guy yourself, but it'd be nice to know how it's working. It'd be nice to know how to get the best return on your investment. It would be nice to be able to have a method that you could train anybody to actually duplicate my marketing method that generated $20 million in roofs last year. I guarantee you it's worth $1,997. Would you agree? Look at these forms and documents. These are the secret sauce to a business, a franchise business in a box. And we actually put your logo on the training manual, put your logo on all the forms, and all these forms are the heart and of accountability. And there's a letter in there, the O&P letter. It's how we get 20% more on almost every single 90% of the jobs. And this magic letter is something that we use every time. And so if you could increase revenue with one magic letter, 20% on 90% of the jobs, what's this worth? Is this worth $5,000? I think it is. And what would it be worth for me to keep you focused, to keep you online, to keep you going through that 30-day recruiting challenge, to keep you trained, to keep your team on board, okay? 12 weeks of coaching calls means every single week I coach you, I answer your questions, I go in here and I'm able to answer whatever problem that you're dealing with, and I'm able to keep you focused because it's going to be hard for you to create video. It's going to be hard for you to recruit. It's not going to be easy to change the habits that have got you trapped in the grunt work. You've always been stuck working in your business, not working on your business. So you need to stay focused because the only way this won't work is if you do not take the time to improve your current condition. And if you've heard enough, go ahead and fill out the form. Go ahead below and apply to be a part of this journey. We want you to be a part of this billion-dollar sales network, this movement. And we're coming together for the 7-figure contractor mastermind. And last year, I gave a tour of my office. I gave a tour of commercial projects. I brought in a host of entrepreneurs. We went to a 5-star facility. And there was 43 guys that paid $10,000 for a ticket to the 7-figure contractor mastermind because it was an exclusive, intimate event. And it came with all the rewards of some event that's never hit the blue collar actual trades. And so I'm going to give you a ticket to the next 7-figure contractor mastermind, and we're going to be doing it at the hottest spot in Miami. It's going to go down on Labor Day. There's a lot of details getting worked out on the exact venue, on the major speakers, but we have some crazy top of the line speakers. We're talking to guys like Brad Lee, Ed Milet, Andy Frisella, Gary Vee, trying to lock down our top speakers for the 7-figure contractor mastermind. You're going to get a ticket, okay? And basically this is a bundled offer. And last year the ticket was $10,000. This year, way better deal. 87% off. Don't worry. I'm not charging the prices that are on the screen. I'm giving you a one-time offer. Actually, for the first 5 people to take action, you're going to get 87% off. But what would you pay for the funnel that I've spent $2.1 million, not just my own money, but the whole client base, the $1 billion network? We've split tested this. We know what works. We know what doesn't work. This is the residential funnel. That's the commercial funnel. We also have a recruiting funnel that we give you access to that comes in this bundle. The value's at $20,000, and I'm telling you, you're getting this package at 87% off. This is exciting, guys. You're in the right place. If you've made it this far, pat yourself on the back, because now you see the results of the Facebook and Google and the automatic roofing job generator. And if you're like Re-Roof America, who decided that they were sick and tired of their old ways, they were spending $6,000 a month on Yellow Pages, and they saw this, that we've got 5,583 calls, and they were looking at the dollar amounts per lead, per click. All of my KPIs are like, dude, this is worth $50,000 a year. Just us running your Facebook ads, creating leads, making your phone ring. What's that worth? Is it worth $12,000? Having my team make your phone ring for 5,500 times over the course of 6 months. What would that be worth? Okay, here's the value. You see the university, you get access to it. You get a white label system. You get unlimited users. You get the blue collar marketing method. You get the customized forms and docs. You get the 8 weeks of coaching calls. Actually, I'm going to give you a bonus. I'm going to give you 4 more weeks of calls. You get 12 weeks of calls. If you go ahead and schedule a call with my team, we'll break down exactly how much this is, but it's 87% off. And yes, I will extend it. We'll take 15 applicants, and what you'll get is you'll get the sales funnel that we've generated $20 million in business with. We'll run your ads, and you'll get a training manual, all the forms customized. Guys, I really don't think that most of you can really even take the time to get out of your own way, because you're too busy sitting in traffic, you're too busy on the roof, you're too busy dealing with fires on your cell phones. Sometimes you have to slow down, and you have to realize that things are not going to change unless you do something different. And for me, the first thing that I did different was I hired a coach. And that money that I was spending, remember, was $9,000 a month. And I'm not asking for you to spend this. This package is a 90-day deal. You get full access to the university for a month, but we're going to run your ads for 3 months. We're going to give you access to a sales funnel. You're going to get access to this year's September 2nd 7-figure contractor mastermind. And we're going to give you this at 87% off. And this is an example of the inner circle. This is last year. These guys, they paid a price to be a part of this network. And we saw some massive impact, some massive growth with these guys. Guys hired deals. They landed $1 million deals. Ronnie over there, he came into Florida. He penetrated the market. He landed lots of big deals. Wabo Roofing went from $2.4 million to $4 million in sales. Ricardo went from $1.9 million to $10 million in sales. Ryan Moorhurst added more commercial projects. He was a small business, $1.5 million, did $3.8 million the next year in Sky Diamonds. You got Mark Andrew, Big Boys Construction, Indianapolis, a $6 million contractor. Okay, you had a group of people with getting massive results, and this time it's going to be bigger. Look, this is like my proudest moment. This is whenever I was able to reward 9 people that brought me millions of dollars. These are my top producers, me being able to buy these guys Rolexes. I put this back into a recruiting campaign that will create leads off of Facebook for you. And I'm getting today, I was checking, like 25 leads today for less than $8 a lead using this picture as a lead magnet. But it's actually my proudest day, because I don't do it for me. I do it for the other people in my organization. And sometimes people get bitter and they make me bitter. But my purpose is to elevate every single human being to be better than I was the day before. I want to tell you, you inspire me. But if you align with what you see and you want to take the next step in your business, it's fully okay for you to fill out the form. Here's to the results that you seek in 2019. I'm going to take you fishing if you're a part of the Fly-In Fridays. We're going to have a big day on the 7-figure contractor mastermind. You're going to get live training. You're going to get weekly calls. You're going to get help with ads that create freedom and profits. And I just really, really think that for contractors that are in the same position, guys like Tyler Melton, that this is an incredible opportunity for you to access blue collar millions, for you to take time out of the equation and fast forward your way to the top. And I'm going to tell you right now that most people really, really, when it comes down to it, are are trapped in fear. I see fear as the biggest thing that contractors have a problem with. They're afraid of me. They think I'm going to take their salespeople, take their jobs. They can't trust me. I'm going to take their money. I'm going to close them. I'm not here to close anybody. I'm here to assist you, give you the knowledge, and let you tap into a network so that you can collaborate to dominate with me. I want to make you king of the marketplace. I went from earning 6 figures to 7 figures. And for me, multiple 7 figures changed my life, and my purpose transforms. I went from being bitter, looking at all the roofers as competition. I elevated thinking about $1 billion sales network, thinking about a rising tide raises all ships. And I follow a code. I do not recruit salespeople from the network. I do not go into other companies with ill intentions. My purpose here is to facilitate your success, help you sell more commercial jobs, help you buy more time, automating the recruiting and training system. And I believe it's as simple as 3 steps. All you need to do is get more people, train those people, and get rid of the bad ones. I'm going to give you a system to teach, delegate, and inspect. And if you're serious about changing your business, changing your life, and accessing higher profits, fill out the form for 87% off, and we will customize a strategy. My team will talk with you for free about the ultimate pitch. We'll talk to you about the blue collar marketing method. We'll answer your questions about the 7-figure contractor mastermind. If you're curious about the offer and the exact price, 87% off of a $99,000 value. This is only for the next 15 people that apply, and we really have a limited amount of spaces. And let me explain to you why. Because when we're onboarding new people for marketing, when we're creating funnels, when there's so much intensive work, we literally can only take a limited amount of people. You can only have 1 to 2 kings of each market, so we're shut off in some of the places. And what you want to do is you want to make sure you don't get left out. You want to make sure that your competitor, and maybe you're worried about your competitor, which is not the right mindset, but what if he gets access to my program and he has the roofing cheat code and he has the automatic roofing job generator and he can recruit salespeople on demand and he can tap into a network? Do you want to miss out on the opportunity and give it to your toughest competition in the marketplace? I don't think so. So it's not going to hurt you to get on a call with my team. I'm going to tell you that your investment is 100% guaranteed. If you do not get millions in value in my program, I will give you your money back. And over the course of 12 months, if you don't at least double your investment, this program is guaranteed and I will literally give you your money back. Our purpose here is to help you buy time, get a better quality of life. I told you about my wife drawing a line in the sand. She was ready to leave me. The endless days of tears in the living room of how I was gone away from the family, how I cared more about salespeople than I cared about my family. And this almost ripped my life apart until I was able to digitally duplicate myself. And these 2 words, digital duplication, can change your life forever. I want to be your guide to 2019's best year, your best year ever. This program will be the best decision that you ever make, but I'm not quite sure that you have what it takes. So if you feel like that you have what it takes and that you're willing to go on camera and that you're willing to go out there and recruit and take a little rejection and develop habits of a blue collar millionaire, then fill out the form right now. This is your time to shine. Have a courage, believe in yourself and your mission. You're the first person that you have to sell, so get sold on yourself. Fill out the form below. I'm taking off. I'm really grateful that you were able to make it this far. The roofing cheat code to create leads is simple: educate, entertain, inform. I like to give them 5 tips inside the neighborhood and use the ad that actually has a 1-mile radius. And I make the video like I was showing you, walking around in front of the build. It builds certainty. And then I have scarcity. I'll show you how I build scarcity. I'll show you how I set the Facebook ad up, but you need to fill out the form to get access to the roofing cheat code, the blue collar cheat code, leads on demand, as many as you want. It's been a pleasure serving you, helping you. Thank you very much. We out.